Welcome to the Morning Download Podcast, where we bring you all the essential information on personal finance, economics, and markets in just 8 minutes a day. Join us as we dive into the world of finance, providing you with the knowledge and insights necessary to make better money decisions. In today's episode, we'll cover Apple's new product announcements, U.S. household income and inflation, and the relationship between investing, economics, and psychology.
Hey there, investors. Hope you're ready for some juicy Apple news and handy finance advice. Let's dive right in. Here's a fun fact to kick things off. Did you know that Apple had not one, not two, but three co-founders? Yep, that's right. One of them was Ronald Wayne, who unfortunately left the company a mere 12 days after it was founded. Talk about bad timing. Now here's where it gets interesting. Ronald Wayne made the regrettable decision to sell his 10% share in Apple for a measly $800. Ouch! If he had held on to those shares, they would be worth a jaw-dropping $60 billion today. Yeah, you read that right, billion with a B. Can you imagine the amount of face-palming going on right now? But hey, we've all made mistakes, right? The important thing is to learn from them. So while we may not have the opportunity to turn back time and hold on to those Apple shares, we can still make some smart moves with our own finances. So stay tuned for some awesome finance tips coming your way. And remember, even when life hands you a $800 lemon, you can still make some sweet lemonade out of it. Let's talk about the economy and the latest news. Things seem to be getting a bit tough for Americans these days. Take a look at your income. Has it been going up? If so, consider yourself lucky because the U.S. household income has actually fallen for the third year in a row. In 2022, the real median household income dropped by 2.3% to $74,580, down from $76,330 in 2021. And to make matters worse, inflation has been on the rise. In that same period, it increased by a whopping 7.8%, which is the biggest jump since 1981. So overall, Americans are feeling the pinch. Some economists even estimate that our incomes have dropped by 19%. And to add fuel to the fire, the cost of goods, like food, has increased by 16% since last year. However, interestingly enough, the official poverty rate hasn't changed much and has stayed around 11.5%. It's quite surprising given the circumstances. Even with all these changes, the U.S. still holds the title for the country with the highest income per capita, standing at $62,334.17 disposable income. Now let's shift gears and discuss some global headlines. It seems that Moscow doesn't really care about what's happening in the U.S. right now, as they warmly welcome North Korea's leader, Kim. On another note, the head of the IEA predicts that by 2030, there will be a peak in demand for coal, gas, and oil. Finally, China has rejected Western concerns and claims that its economy remains resilient. That's it for today's update on the economy and news. Stay tuned for more updates in the future. Apple is making waves again with its latest iPhone announcement. The highly anticipated iPhone 15 is set to hit the market with a starting price of $799, while the iPhone 15 Plus will start at $899. And that's not all. There are some exciting features and upgrades to look forward to. One standout feature is the ability to call roadside assistance via satellite. This could be a game changer in emergency situations, but that's not the only innovation. The iPhone 15 Pro comes with a sleek titanium case boasting the lightest and thinnest borders we've ever seen on an iPhone. And for those who love variety, the Pro model will be available in 3 colors: silver, black, and blue. And it's not just the iPhones that are making headlines. Apple also unveiled the Apple Watch Ultra 2, priced at $799. This is a must-have for tech enthusiasts and fitness fanatics alike. However, despite the excitement surrounding the new product announcements, Apple's stock experienced a slight decline. On this particular day, it fell 1.71%, closing at $176.30. But it's important to note that stock prices can fluctuate daily, and this brief decline doesn't necessarily reflect the overall market perception of Apple or its new products. So mark your calendars for September 20th. That's when these exciting new Apple products will be available. Whether you're an Apple enthusiast or just curious about the latest tech trends, these announcements are certainly worth paying attention to. Let's dive right into what's going on in the world of crypto. First up, we have Zodia, a crypto firm that's owned by Standard Chartered, making its way into the Singaporean market. This move is definitely going to spice things up and potentially bring more opportunities for crypto enthusiasts in the region. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. It's been facing some tough challenges lately as it tries to break the $27K mark. It's been struggling, but hey, every day is a new chance, right? Interestingly enough, Bitcoin had a pretty great day yesterday, so maybe things are looking up. On another note, artificial intelligence, AI, is really making its mark in the crypto market. It's influencing how things work. From trading algorithms to analyzing market trends, AI is becoming a game changer in the industry. Keep an eye on this space because it's likely to have a big impact in the future. Lastly, we have Franklin Templeton throwing its hat into the ring by filing for a spot Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund, ETF. It seems like everyone wants a piece of the Bitcoin action, and this move by Franklin Templeton shows that they believe in the future potential of cryptocurrencies. That's it for now, folks. Keep your eyes peeled for more exciting developments in the crypto world. Cheers! These days, it's crucial to be mindful of our personal finances. With the world relying more than ever on plastic money, it's important to remember to use cash whenever possible. Cards may seem convenient, but they can easily lead to overspending and debts that are tough to manage. So it's wise to develop the habit of using cash over cards. Of course, there are times when using cards can be beneficial, such as earning reward points or getting discounts. Just make sure to pay your bills on time and choose debit cards over credit cards whenever you can. It's also essential to educate yourself about personal finance. You're already on the right track by reading this newsletter, but there are many other ways to expand your knowledge. Consider checking out podcasts, attending seminars, or even enrolling in online finance courses. The financial landscape is constantly evolving, with new concepts like cryptocurrencies and BTC ETFs emerging. By staying ahead of the crowd and continuously learning, you can make more informed decisions. When it comes to loans, it's generally advisable to avoid them whenever possible. This includes credit card loans and student loans. However, a house loan can be a good option if planned correctly. Just be sure to choose a loan you can confidently repay on time to avoid damaging your credit score. Creating a budget is a fundamental step in managing your finances effectively. With budgeting apps like Mint and YNAB, it has become easier than ever to set financial goals and track your spending. If you prefer a more traditional approach, tools like Excel or Microsoft Word can also help. To grow your wealth, it's essential to save what you earn and find ways to earn more. Consider exploring better job opportunities or asking for a raise if you believe you deserve it. Side gigs and freelancing can also be excellent ways to boost your income. Don't forget to build an emergency fund and aim to save at least 6 times your monthly expenses. Understanding taxes and insurance is vital for saving money and avoiding legal issues. Look for ways to take advantage of tax incentives and rebates, and consider getting insurance coverage to protect yourself in case of unexpected events. By following these tips and taking control of your personal finances, you can build a more secure and prosperous future. Ready for today's personal finance quote? Here it is. Investing is the intersection of economics and psychology. Seth Klarman. Let's break it down. When we talk about investing, we usually think about numbers, graphs, and charts, right? But there's more to it than meets the eye. Seth Klarman, a well-known investor, highlights an important aspect, the intersection of economics and psychology. So what does that mean exactly? Well, investing is not just about crunching numbers and analyzing economic trends. It's also heavily influenced by human behavior and emotions. Our psychology plays a big role in how we make investment decisions. For example, have you ever noticed how people tend to follow the crowd when it comes to investing? When the stock market is doing well, everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon, often driven by fear of missing out. On the other hand, when the market crashes, there's often panic selling. Understanding this intersection between economics and psychology can help us make better investment choices. It's important to be aware of our biases, emotions, and cognitive limitations. By understanding these psychological factors, we can avoid making impulsive decisions and take a more rational approach to investing. So the next time you're considering investing your hard-earned money, remember that it's not just about the numbers. Take a step back, evaluate your emotions, and make informed decisions.
In this episode, we covered Apple's new product announcements, alarming drops in U.S. household income, the latest from the world of finance, including cryptocurrency updates and important personal finance tips to keep in mind. Remember, investing is all about economics and psychology. Thank you for joining us on the Morning Download, your go-to podcast for personal finance, economics, and market insights in just 8 minutes a day, empowering you to make smarter money choices. Remember to subscribe and stay tuned for our next episode.